All right, guys, so here we are on gold. The market's going to open in about 15 minutes. Um, what we're looking at here, we had recently just broke above, and this price action has not been that great. Not been that great in my view, but we had recently just broken above on this previous candle, this local resistance here. And so all I'm really looking for is a simple textbook break and retest. I'm looking for maybe it's within this candle, or if we go down to 30 minute, the 30 minute that will close in the new candle at 7:30. I'm looking for a retest down into this local resistance level that we just broke to retest it as support and then move to the upside. And all we're looking for is a 3 to 1. We'll have stops underneath the breakout candle. Pretty simple stuff. And yeah, that's all we're really looking for at the moment. All right, so just like that, gold has pulled back into this level that we were looking for. And so this is a great place, like I said, for another long position. Stops just underneath this high volume breakout candle, and then with this pulling back that far, we can get a better ratio. But really, all we're looking for is just a you know decently sized move to the upside. So just a basic break and retest. Now it is Friday. The market's been open for almost an hour. So we're hoping maybe later in the day, before the close, we can get a larger move, some more volume. A lot of times on Fridays, you will have, at least I notice, a more kind of laid back morning, and then the end of the day will kind of be the higher volume time of that day. So that may be the case today, but anyway, this is just a really simple break and retest. Not really too much else to say about that, and yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate this price action just wasn't really the best down here for me. Um, would have liked to maybe be in a long position earlier. I mean, looking back, it's always easy to look back and say, oh, you could have entered here or whatever. But in the moment, a lot of times you don't really notice that. And then, like I said, looking back, it's always easy to, you know, see what you could have done or what you should have done. But anyway, this is a nice setup. And so maybe, hopefully, this can play out before the end of the trading week here today. So yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So it is actually Saturday. So the market has closed for the week. And so this is where our trade setup ended, which is pretty good, right? We got in at a nice place, pretty good entry, and we um, pretty nice move to the upside. Obviously, didn't reach exactly where our target was, but we still had a really good run to the upside. And like I said, I'm not targeting a specific area. We're just looking for a nice move. And so yesterday, right before the close of the market, um, that is when we have gotten out of this position, right? With trades like this that are not much larger swings or intraday positions, I'm not really too big on holding them over the weekend at all. I would really just want to, um, if it's a Friday afternoon, have them closed before the weekend, right? Because Sunday afternoon, this is not a very big setup, right? And so if there's no larger move, larger swings that we're looking for, this could a little bit of volatility on the Sunday night open could um, mess this up, right? So um, anyway, so that is all done with now. Um, Still a really good trade, right? Because again, what were we looking for, right? We had this level that we've talked about a couple times. That's our high here. What do, right? We break up high volume candle breaking above, and then we get a pullback down into the zone. So we get into a long position once we pull back and test that resistance as support because we broke through with the high volume candle, came down to test it as support, and then from there we just move further up. So really, it's insane. This is insanely simple stuff, right? You're just looking um, for these simple setups during high volume times of the day. Um, at least yesterday, that's what we were looking for. Um, and yeah, I mean, the price action this week wasn't too great. We had a couple nice trades. Some were small, some weren't. Um, didn't go as far as we wanted, that type of thing. But overall, really simple setup on this, right? And I mean, it doesn't. It's pretty easy to see just how simple this price action is, right? We have our high here, local high, break up, come back down, pull back into it, and then continue the move up, right? And part of the reason I had so much conviction in this was because of this candle being such a high volume candle that broke through, right? It wasn't just that we came up barely above it. We had a high volume candle close pretty nicely above it, and then we pulled back, and that's a really safe entry right there. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. And like I said, we weren't targeting a specific area. We still got a pretty nice ratio, risk to reward ratio, and so that's pretty much all we're looking for with these when we don't really have any resistance to have as a reference point, right? So anyway, that's all we're looking at on gold for now. Um, it's the weekend, so we're going to do some analysis. Um, even when the market's closed, um, you should still, if you get up early for the, you know, open every morning, you should still get up early on Saturday and Sunday and just refresh, look at the weekly charts, look at the monthly charts, get an idea, get sort of a hypothesis ready for what's going to happen in the week. And so that's what I'm going to do now. And yeah, I hope that video was helpful. Again, just really simple trade. Not really too much else needs to be said. Just pretty simple stuff. But um, anyway, hopefully this next week we have some much larger swings and bigger trading opportunities.